Hi everybody, it's Robin. Thanks for joining me for another processing video. This one is called our Beggin Hounds, and we have 3 dogs, but these are 2 of them, and they are my biggest beggars whatsoever. They patiently wait for anybody to drop the tiniest morsel of anything. And I was sitting in my chair, and Eric and I were eating some lunch out in the living room watching TV, and these 2 just plopped right down at my feet and give me those big old puppy dog eyes. So I had to take out my phone and grab a picture of it because they were just too stinking cute. I can't stand it. And so, like I said, these are 2 of my 3. The little one is Monet. She's 8. And then you all know the famous Daytona, who is almost 12 or is 12. And yeah, there's something else. Monet and her mother, Jenna. Jenna's very rarely in any pictures because she just doesn't like it. And quite frankly, she's just happy being at my feet. But when I'm in the kitchen cooking, Monet and Jenna, Monet especially, is right at my feet. I kid you not. It's almost to where I have to look down before I can step left or right because I'm afraid I'm going to step on her. And I have stepped on her a couple times, but she moves. Anyway, I'm using my April Worth Noted Scraptastic kit, and I am pretty much down to some scraps. I have a couple full sheets left, but not many. And I just really wanted to use up some of this stuff, and I'm finally using some of these speech bubble chipboards. So I picked one up in the top left corner that says he said, and then right on top of that I put she said. And you see that bow I had off to the right there. I had sprayed those with my mists a few layouts ago. I used a red one. I think it was on the scrap page of Rachel. That she's an old soul. That was it. I sprayed one red and I sprayed one black, and so now I'm using the black one. And so I was happy about that. And in the back, that first pattern paper I used, it has the months of the year. And so I just circled all the Junes that you could see. Just for something different. And it was June, and I just wanted to remember that. So anyway, I thought this page turned out pretty cute and didn't take too long. I had been out of practice because this was the first page I had done in a while with all the traveling I've done this summer. So I really fell out of practice. Bradley was over. This was the first day. He had come over for 2 days in a row, last Thursday and last Friday, and I made 3 pages each day because we end up chit-chatting more than anything. But yeah, it's the first I had seen him in a month, and he was just whipping pages out, and I'm like, stop it. And it was just one of those days I just couldn't really think. You know, you get in this groove once you've been scrapbooking for a while, and, you know, the ideas are flowing, and you know what you want to do for the most part, and that was just not the case this day. This day I was struggling, but I think it turned out cute. I'm finally using some of these Dear Lizzie puffy stickers. I've had these for a while, and I actually came across them again. I have a little organizer that I got from TJ Maxx set up right next to right to the left of me, right there on top of my desk. And I have my big roll of foam tape in there, and I have these, some of the taller stickers and stuff that I own in there. But it's getting so crowded, some things are kind of falling behind others, and I found those puffy stickers. So I'm like, let me finally start using some of these. And I really didn't have a rhyme or reason or an idea for this page. I just kind of took some of the scrap pieces I had and shortened up 1 or 2 of them so that they would complement each other and be different sizes. But for the most part, that's pretty much how they were in my scraps. And I'm using some of these. I think this is from, I know I showed that sticker sheet in the beginning. It's the lovely, is this a Maggie Holmes? I think this is a Maggie Holmes sticker sheet, but underneath their picture there, it says, oh, how I love you, and the one under that says, here in my heart, and then that blue puffy sticker says, love this, and then the one up above is just kind of a chevron shape that I'm messing with right now. It's pink. but I also have some little, I take some of the ephemera pieces from the kit. I guess they were from, were those from Elle Studio or not? But I used a lot of the kit, and then towards the end, I also, oh, and here were some other of these puffy Dear Lizzie heart stickers I've had for a couple of months, and I too found them in that organizer of stuff next to my, where I sit there. I am taking these alphas that came in the kit, and these are the ones that don't have anything on them. You color them up yourself. So I am taking my coral colored, oh, why can't I think? You see that thing I'm using? Geez, I can't think of it right now. Oh, it's in the morning, and I'm having my first cup of coffee, and I'm just not thinking straight. Anyway, I colored the tops of them, and now I'm using my fingers, and I'm just kind of rubbing them in and making sure that they're all covered, and digging out the little hunks of stuff that gets in between the letters there. But I really like that. And I thought about spritzing them, but I wanted a little bit of bling. Not that these have bling, but they have a little bit of a shimmer to it because Monet is a girl. But then I didn't want to overdo it because Daytona's a boy. But I just decided to fit it right down here in this little nook. And I need to refill that my Scotch glue there. I have another one, but I'm going to keep this red top and just put it on the new one when this one's out, because this is the smaller nozzle of the two. They're making them with the wider nozzle, as y'all know, because the crafters like the wider nozzle, but scrapbookers prefer the thinner one. So you would think that they would offer both, or at least make maybe a package of tips that you could, alternate with your bottle, depending on what craft you want, depending on the project you're doing at the time. But anyway, I just, this bottle here is almost out. It's the best. It's my favorite liquid glue ever. And I've tried others, and I'm just sticking with this one for now. I'm taking some of these Daily Flash alphas here, and they are in the teal color, and I'm spelling out hounds. I also used some washi tape on this layout from my stash. I'm pretty excited about that. One of them is this Sunburst, and I can't remember if I bought it. I think it came in a kit, because I don't think I would have picked it out, so I've hardly used it, but it has yellows and corals and stuff in it. And so I pretty much roll it out to use the coral parts of it. And then I also start pulling in some gold elements. Why, I don't know, but I like how it turned out. Oh, because I'm using these gold brackets. I haven't used any of these brackets yet, and I wanted to get some use out of them. So I'm just kind of framing out my title. And so because I put these, they're gold and glittery, I do pull in a few more gold elements. So I'll be using washi tape from Stampin' Up! And a gold film strip from my Maggie Holmes collection ephemera pack. And I used two tiny pink, super light pink hearts from the same sticker, and I put it underneath the word our, so the title reads Our Beggin Hounds. And I know I should have like an apostrophe after the end, but there wasn't one, and I meant to cut or make one. I forgot to do that. So I might go back, I might not. We'll see. But these two puppies are the best of friends. Daytona, I had bred Monet. Monet and Jenna, my little ones, are purebred Havanese, and Jenna's the show dog. Monet, I tried to show her, and she was beautiful and really great form for the Havanese, but she just wanted no part of it, so I didn't make her. Jenna loved the ring. So anyway, I had had 2 litters over 2 years, and Monet came from the first litter, and she's bigger than her mother. She's more like her dad, but she's just the cutest little thing. And actually, she almost when she was born, I couldn't get her breathing, and I actually, I actually gave her like mouth to mouth to help her in the very beginning, and she was kind of off by herself a little bit, and I just kept kind of putting her with Jenna and the other puppies, and she kept trying to wiggle away, but she stuck with it, and Jenna took excellent care of her, and now she's the sassiest little thing. And probably because she had a rough start. There were only 3 puppies in that litter, so I'm not sure what happened, but she was the last to come, so maybe she was stuck there for a while or something, I don't know, but she came out kind of unresponsive, so I had to rubber, and I was, blowing air, and her personality is so spunky. She should be a redhead. That's what I've always said, that she should be redheaded, and she is pretty much Shelby's dog. So there you go, my redheads together. But she's very silly. She loves to sleep with Shelby, and she wants to be. Now, my dogs aren't on my bed. They're just not. But the kids will let them up with them. And especially Monet, she'll sleep with Shelby sometimes, and she'll go down underneath the covers and sleep at Shelby's feet. How does she breathe under there? I don't know, but she loves it. And when she sleeps in all these kind of quirky, she'll be on her back and kind of like in a U shape, or she'll be straight and her neck's off to the side. I don't know how she sleeps, but she's doing it right now. That's what I need to do. I need to do a page of how she sleeps, take all these different pictures of her in her different positions, because it's kind of funny. But they are a long-haired breed, and they're from Cuba. But I keep them shorter just because I don't have time. I don't show them anymore, obviously, because I'm in nursing school and such. But when they were puppies, Daytona really didn't care for the puppies too much. But as they started getting older and could play a little bit, Monet grew on him. Monet followed him everywhere and still does. If Daytona goes somewhere, Monet is right with him. And if he gets up from one spot in the living room, her head will pop up and she'll see, and as long as he doesn't leave the room, she's fine. But if he leaves the room, she's right on his tail, and he doesn't mind at all. And he and Jenna used to be like that until Monet came along. And Jenna just she's my dog. She just wants to stick with me. And, oh yeah, here's another from down below. I picked a pink flower, obviously, from Monet again to bring in a feminine detail, but not too much. And then the camera I thought was a little more masculine for Daytona. But anyway, yeah, these 2 are something else. And boy, I tell you, when Daytona, he's 12, so he's getting older. But when he goes, she's going to be, I think that's really going to affect Monet quite a bit. But anyway, yeah, they're 8, 10, and 12. So they are my puppies and their family, and we travel with them. And now Daytona sleeps in the living room, or, at the top of the stairs, or at the bed, foot of someone's bed, off, on the ground or whatever. But the girls, from day one, I've had them in their kennels at night, and they love it there. And it's kind of like their cave, or like their resting place, So all I have to say is, let's go to bed. And I say it just like that, and they zoom up the stairs, and they get in their beds, and they know which one is which, and it's really quite entertaining. But they stay in there until morning, and they let us know if they have to go out, and we let them out and then put them right back in. But very rarely do they have to go out during the night, unless someone feeds them something they're not supposed to. But other than that, they're like the best dogs ever. I should have named them Yip and Yap, because these 2 just get each other going if someone's walking down the street or a bike rider or something, but they're really, really lots of fun. So I think this is just about it. I have the date 2014, because obviously I want to remember when it is. I put a little bit of journaling there off to the side, just explaining, like I did to you, how they love to sit there and just beg, which is probably bad manners on my part, but they're just so stinking cute, I can't help it. So thank you for joining me. I hope this inspires you to use some of your scraps up, and if you have pets, to document your pets. Look at those faces. They're just so cute. I love them so much. So anyway, rate, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. And if this does inspire you to make a pet page or something, please tag me in it, because I would love to check it out. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.